Hey, well, welcome back to the cabin. Have you ever just had something that you really wanted to do, but it was going to be so much work that it just took you forever to finally just do it? This project right here is one of those. So for years, I had the other old potbelly stove here, and I love it. Don't worry, it's not going anywhere. It's out on the front porch for now. I'm going to restore it again so that if I ever want to swap them back out, I can. Um, but I've always wanted a stone hearth underneath of even that potbelly stove. Well, a few weeks ago, a friend of mine gave me this old potbelly stove. Now, it wasn't in this condition. It needed to be restored. Some of the parts were rotted out, but anyway, so what I did over the last week was completely disassembled this stove and refurbished the whole thing. Um, Ripped out the floor and laid a stone hearth where the brick was. The brick that were here were just laying on top of the wood. So any spark that might have got through there could have very easily caught the cabin on fire. So over the last week, I cut out the floor and did all the work to you know what? Instead of me instead of me telling you what I did, why don't you just come along, check out the progress, the work that it took to install this the proper way. Anyway, enjoy. All right, get it outside. Okay, now I just want to go straight down to the floor. Okay, grab a hold right there and pick up and slide back. Just like that. Perfect. That's good. I'll strap it down. Well, here, I'll tell you what, hold on. Let me see if I can pick it up. Okay. Ooh, dust. Okay, will you open the door for me? Grab her bone first. She doesn't really eat them. She plays with them for a while. Two hands on the bottom. Like one here and one here. Try to go out, try to get the front leg onto the carpet now. Okay. Let's try to go one more time to get closer to, matter of fact, let's try to get it all the way on the carpet so that I could get those wheels off of the top brick, okay? One, two, three, go. Okay. Try to center it. Okay. Oh! Pulling with all my weight. Pull back, further until it balances. Yeah, let it go, let it go, let it go. I'm trying to get it to balance. Okay. Will you open the door for me? Someone told me I was a jerk, so they said lavender move. testing it on this one. You're okay. I won't hurt you. I won't hurt you, see? It's just a little hammer. Okay. I got it on there by myself. Now if I can get it off. The thing is trying to get it on the floor without crushing any little ones. How bad? I've got to get this to the basement without killing a cat. I think the game plan is going to be to drive that cart right into the hole. Front wheel, drop the front wheel in the hole. I can get it started down. Let's try to drop it in the hole. That's good, it won't slide. Let me try to scoot it over to center it in the hole a little bit better. Look at if I was stronger with this arm, I would tie a rope around that and try to lower it to the basement. But I'm not. So that would be foolish right now. I'm almost on the pivot point. I've got good friction. The back's starting to come off the ground. Perfect. Yes. It landed exactly where I wanted it. I built this cart out of a wheelchair. So ideally, I want to put this right in the middle. Lay it across the hole.
I hate this floor hole.
I know. That's why I'm trying to get it filled in. I'm tired, but I want to get it done tonight. Okay. Put it all the way across. Okay, now take this end of this, slide it out onto that.
Huh?
This here needs to go sideways over top of the hole. Ultimately, that board's coming in the basement.
Sideways over the hole?
Yep.
Sideways.
So it's going to wind up being on top of that board that you just put there. And try to twist that side around.
Oh. Okay.
Keep going.
We're making progress. Okay.
Now you need to lean that far side, not this side, the other side. Lean it, pick it in the air a little bit. Try to pick up on that side. You're doing good. Just keep moving that way now. Okay, watch that board doesn't fall off up there. You're doing good. Okay, now give me a second. Let me get repositioned here.
Okay.
Bring it down a little bit more. Let it slide down just a little bit more. How close are we to falling off that board?
Very.
Okay. Push it out toward the center.
I don't know if you're pulling on it.
I
But
am.
You are going to pull it off.
I'm trying to pull it down. But I want it to.
Okay, I can't. I'm gonna have to let go of it.
Okay. No.
It's.
Okay, hold on. Let go of it just easy and see if it stays. If it stays, move that board. Slide that board against the wall. Just slide it against the wall real quick. Okay, now grab a hold of the board and lower it down in the hole real slow. Lower it down in the hole. You don't have to go real slow now. Let it go down as quick as you can. Sort out. We got it. Good job, Em.
I
Okay.
hated that.
Huh?
I hated that.
It was tough, wasn't it? Oops, don't put that down there. You'll never get it back. Oh no. Oh no. Now what are we gonna do? Oh no. Oh no. Okay. Now we can lay the stone on there, huh, Lavender? Okay. Hey, well, it's another day, and time for the stone, and then we'll get on to the potbelly. Hopefully, get the stone put down today. So, a friend of mine.
Can you grab me 3 eggs out of the coop?
Hi, good morning. Of course, I can get you 3 eggs out of the coop. Give me. There you go. 4. That's all there is out there.
Thank you.
That's one of those good interruptions. Anyway, buddy of mine had an old bank barn that has been torn down for a long time, and he did give me some of the stone to finish my chimney, my fireplace chimney. And he's always told me, if you need more stone, just give me a call. So him and I loaded up these stone in my little S10, and I brought them in and dumped them on the front porch. So this pile of stone is what's going to be that hearth. And then the potbelly stove in the background, the big one, that's going to be the new stove in the living room. It does need some repair work. I'll show you that real quick, and then we're going to get busy and get putting these stone in the floor because I want to get that part done today. So on this stove, I mean, it looks really good. It's got a double door. Let's see, you open the bottom one first, and then the top one. You can see it's kind of cattywampus on there. If I pick off the top, you should not be able to do this, but because the top of this is rusted out, the back is really thin, and then could see the bottom, that down where the fire would be, is all rusted out. So I'm gonna have to make a new back for this, and I will do that probably tomorrow. I think if I can focus on the stone today, get that done, then we'll move on to getting this piece fixed up. So let's not focus on that too much right now. We will get back into that shortly. This is good. Nope. That's the way I can't push. Doesn't really hurt anymore, I just don't have any strength. Very little, if any, talking. You're gonna have to just imagine what's going on in my brain. As I take a peek at what I have here and decide which one I want in one place. You might see a completely different stone. That would be your imagination. I'm just gonna go with it. Whatever I get is what I get. Some of these stone will have to be cut. Because I can't swing a hammer real hard, I'm gonna go ahead and use the power chisel to trim them down. I've only got about 8 inches. I have 9, but I want a little bit of fudge factor so I can tap these things down. So I need to keep my stone at 8 inches or less. The brick that I took out of here, I can use back under here. If I need to shim up some of the ones that are much thinner, I can put a layer of brick underneath of them. I don't really want to use stone because I want to keep my options open. If I have stone left over, that's fine. But I want to keep my options open for putting, now the scrap pieces that come off the stone, those can be used underneath if I want to. So here we go. I would recommend team lift. That'll make it much easier for me to hold too. And instead of one, I get two. Good. That's one of the lighter big ones so far. Man, I couldn't have been a much better fit than that. How perfect is that? Almost like it was meant to go there. Looks good. Like that. Somebody's waiting for his chance to pounce. He must be in a playful mood. That was a lot of fun, but it was also a lot of work. Restoring this is something that I enjoy very much doing, but it's not quite as much heavy, hard work. So it's very technical. Let's get this thing tore down and see what parts we need to fix. Now, when I said I was restoring this, I'm just getting it up to where we can use it. I might put a fresh coat of paint on it, but ultimately I need to get the pieces tore apart and anything that I need to remake made. There is how it was bolted on. You can see it's rusted out here, here, here. So yeah, there you go. I'll need to cut those off. I need to cut these off so that I could remake this to fit together. So we'll do that. Cut those off, get that cleaned up. This is the barrel that is, of course, all rotted out. And if you notice, it looks a whole lot like a 55-gallon drum, except for much thinner. But that's only because the patent date on this thing, try not to crack something else. If you can see that, the patent date is November 16th or 1897. So somewhere between 1897 and a little after that was probably when it was manufactured. So I have an old burning barrel that I've burnt out this morning to clean the paint off the outside so that it doesn't burn off in the house. And I'll clean that up real good, make a new back out of that burning barrel, and install it, and then put it all back together. Should lift that ring off there now. Okay. This is a high temperature refractory. You can get it in different colors. But this bucket's left over from fireboxes, so it'll work. I'll paint whatever sticks out. It also wipes off real easy with a rag. Should be really close right there. Now to pick this up and get it lined up with those holes. On this home. I forgot you were getting off early tonight.
I actually got off at 5 today, but I had to stop at the gas station.
Huh, your car keeps doing it too. Running out of gas.
Oh, yeah.
Did you say hello to your puppy? Did you say hello to your puppy? She's looking brokenhearted for some reason.
She didn't say hello to me. Hi. Oh. Why won't you come over there?
Probably just because there's stuff there. Hey, can you close that window for me now? It's over the outside. So right there's the hole it was leaning on. Hi. Hi, Archie. What's up, bud? You look like you're mad. Are you mad? What I'm going to do, some boards under it. Now, if I'm real careful, I should be able to just push that right back onto those. That we're going for. That's good. Once that dries out. good. I've never burnt this one before, so it'll be a learning experience for me. It's drafting really good. I don't want to get it too hot too fast. And if your chimney doesn't draw fast enough, that's what this door is for. You can close that door and you still have this room to work through. But it seems to be drafting pretty good, so as long as the smoke doesn't come back through this way, if it does, you close that door. And you can get air from the bottom by cracking these. Now that's feeding a lot more air up underneath that fire. You can see the dynamic of that fire change. Now it'll only do that if this door is closed, because that's transferring. Remember, the chimney is the motor. So the chimney is the motor that drives these things. The vacuum then makes it down further. And if you close both, it'll really start to go. Now, all of the air is going underneath the fire. I did put fire brick in there. Was uncertain whether or not it originally had fire brick, but that casting on the bottom was in such good shape, I'm assuming that it did have fire brick. I'm not going to burn a lot of coal. I'll burn some. And the coal is really what would have damaged that had it not had fire brick in there. I think the bottom of that would have been damaged more. You can see the smoke is starting to come out. So now if I just close this door, and that's what that's for, because I still have room for a log in there until I get it heated up. Well, I know that was an extremely long video, but if you would have realized how many hours of video I edited out just to give you snippets of how much work this was. Probably 4 full days, maybe even 4 or 5 full days, from as soon as I got out of bed until I was so exhausted I couldn't go anymore. And I was sitting with my mom, and I said, Mom, I said, you won't even believe how much work that was. And she said, but when it's done, it's done. But when it's done, it's done. It'll never have to be done again. And I think that's what our ancestors got. I mean, if you look at some of the stuff, we have no idea. Even when this cabin was built originally, these stone were already cut for me, with the exception of a little bit of trimming. They harvest them from the raw product. We have no idea the amount of time that our ancestors put into doing the things that they did. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I will catch you next time right here at the cabin. Take care.